Wushu world, it's Mark, and I know it's been a while. I'm often reminded, mostly by myself, that I have not been keeping up with my YouTube channel. I won't get into the details of why right now, save that for another time, but today's video is just a quick recap of my experiences judging at the 17th University Wushu Games held at the University of Maryland in College Park, Maryland on December 2nd. This was my second time attending this event. As before, it was well run, ended at a reasonable hour, and provided ample opportunities to meet and hang out with Wushu friends from around the region. So, how did I get there? Well, if you don't know, and don't follow my Instagram, I currently live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's right, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was flying out of Oklahoma City, which is a little less than 2 hours drive away, so Ruhi and I drove to the Panera Bread near the airport early in the morning so I could spend my workday in Oklahoma City before catching my evening flight to DC's Ronald Reagan Airport. And to save money, I took the metro from the airport all the way to College Park, then hopped on a Veo, whatever it's called, electric bike, and rode the 10 minutes to Cambria Hotel. Michael and Jurhao from Las Vegas were in the gym, so after checking in, I walked in and got to meet a bunch of nice folks from Win-Win in Pittsburgh. Eventually, I made it to my room and got some shut-eye for the long day ahead. Saturday, I woke up a little late, but managed to hop in an Uber and make it over to Ritchie Coliseum with plenty of time to say hi and hug it out with lots of Wushu friends. And the competition started pretty much on time at 9 o'clock, and we were off and running. Just a few highlights worth mentioning. If you haven't been to the University Wushu Games, they typically run the kids and youth divisions in the morning. And that's pretty smart because since those competitors with the shortest attention span, it allows parents to get their kids in and out of the venue within a few hours. There were a lot of kids, so the morning session went until about 3 p.m. After a quick lunch, the second session consisted of all the adult divisions. I was judging Ring 1 the whole time, so I got to watch the non-do events and a good chunk of the external events. The competition runs on a combination of University Wushu Game rules for traditional and non-do events, and the 2005 IWF rules, which have, pros and cons. The pros are that there are less codes to remember, especially since I was judging A for most of the day. The cons are that it is always an adjustment since I'm used to the newer codes and I have to often remove a deduction because I instinctively entered a code that isn't part of the older rules. So even though the morning session went pretty long, the adult session was pretty quick, and we ended up finishing the whole competition by 7 p.m. A few standout performances from Janelle, Kevin, and Justin, who dusted off their silks to come out of retirement and compete. They all did great, especially nod to Justin's Bagwajang that earned him a 9.1 score, the only over 9.0 score of the day. It was really impressive. After the competition, I went out for Korean barbecue with Michael, Jurhao, and Momo. It just happened to be at the same restaurant where a bunch of other Wushu folks were eating. Momo snapped this photo of everyone, and I think I ate enough chicken and beef to last me through the rest of 2023. After chatting with Michael and Jurhao in the hotel lobby for a bit, I went to my room and got ready for bed. Sunday I slept in a little bit, and after checking out, reversed my original travels. I took the electric bike to College Park Metro Station, rode the green line to the yellow line to the airport, checked in for my flight, and flew back to Oklahoma City where Ruhi was waiting for me with our little yellow Fiat, and we drove the 90 minutes back home. So, what are my conclusions at the end of all this? Well, I suppose that attending this event put a few things in my head. First, I realized just how many Wushu schools there are within a short drive of the DC metro area. I would love to spend some time visiting some of the schools and training. I don't have any specific plans, but if the opportunity presents itself, I just may jump on it. Second, I realized just how much watching Wushu makes me want to improve my Wushu. Every time I'm at a competition like the Worlds a few weeks ago or the University Wushu Games this weekend, I start thinking about how I can rehab and build up my fitness to be able to do quote-unquote real Wushu again. And by quote-unquote real Wushu, I mean performing and training in Wushu without any major discomfort, either due to joint mobility limitations, being overweight and heavy, or not having adequate endurance. So these competitions are good for doing that. If nothing else, it provides some motivation to train. And finally, I also appreciate just how nice it is to have a community of friends who also are such big fans of this sport. I've mentioned this a lot before in other videos, but I really do Wushu for the people more than for the glory. I mean, there's no glory for me, so I have to do it for the people. And I'm glad to have these opportunities to connect with Wushu people I've known for a while, and to meet new ones I'll get to see again in the future.
On behalf of American Airlines, I'd like to welcome you to Oklahoma City. Local time is 4:39 p.m. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off. Keep the aisle clear of all carry-on items.
So there you go. I didn't really record much footage of the event itself. You know, when you're judging, it's sort of frowned upon to have your camera set up at your station. So the focus really should be on the job at hand. Also, let me know what you think of this video format. I think one of the reasons I don't post very much these days is because it takes a lot of time and work to edit videos. And by the time I get around to it, the information or the event is long passed over. So I've been considering ways to make my video production process a bit more streamlined and faster. I'm still experimenting, but at least I actually put out a new video, right? I mean, baby steps. So thanks for watching, and until next time, train hard, Jayo.